Hi, I'm Paul Olson, President of the Manitoba Teachers Society. This is a school. And so is this. In fact, we believe so strongly in the educational value of the Canadian Museum for Human Rights that we are considering a $1.5 million donation. I get to wear the cool hat and the fashionable steel-toed boots because I am one of the lucky ones who gets to tour this. This is the classroom at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, and I think it is incredibly appropriate and important and noteworthy that the very first room completed in the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, this place that is dedicated to human rights education, not just in Manitoba, but for the entire country, this room, the classroom, was the very first room completed. This incredible space will divide into 3 different areas, 3 classrooms. It is one big space if people want. This amazing classroom is going to have video conferencing capability, Wi-Fi. It won't have a ladder. We have track lighting, we have state-of-the-art storage space, and this should be an incredible place for kids and teachers and museum staff to work together. As members of the Manitoba Teachers Society, we are members of both a professional organization of teachers and a union. Now, professionally, as teachers, we are always looking for resources and ideas and ways to better teach our students. The Canadian Museum for Human Rights is already developing, with Manitoba teachers, kits and resources and programs bilingual for use in Manitoba and all over the country. Those will be available to Manitoba teachers, both if you come into the museum itself and if the museum comes to you in the form of programming or resources. There are all kinds of benefits to students, and I think it would be something we'd be really proud to support as Manitoba teachers to improve the teaching and learning opportunities for the kids in our classrooms. Now, even if you never avail yourself of any of those resources, even if for whatever reason you never in your life bring your class to the museum itself or have programs come out to you, there's another side to this. As teachers, we talk about policy and regulation and programming and resources all the time. And sometimes I think that pulls us off the real conversation, the big picture conversation about public education. In this country, in Manitoba, public education should be free, universal, and public. That is a right of every single student in our schools. The conversations we often have, however, are about budget. They're about policy. They're about the fact that, well, we know the student needs X or Y, but we can't give it to them, so we're just going to make do. And frankly, I think we need to aim a little higher than that. And I think we need to change the public conversation, the broadest possible dialogue, so that when we're talking about public education, we are focusing on rights and responsibilities, students, teachers, a broader public. That is something we should be very proud to contribute to, and that is the best long-term protection for public education in Canada, and I would dare say throughout the world. So, how do we decide if we want to do this? The decision is taken at the annual general meeting in the 3rd week of May in Winnipeg. 290 teacher representatives from all over Manitoba, from your teacher association, from your school division, will come together in a meeting and decide all kinds of policy and bylaw and plans for the coming year, including whether we support this donation. Now, on the mechanics of it, it's a large donation. $1.5 million is a lot of member money, and it's going to be a very carefully taken decision. The suggestion right now in terms of process is that $300,000 come out of our existing surplus, and the remaining 1.2 will come out of member donations, $1.52 per month per member for the next 5 years. That's the process, AGM 2013. If you have an opinion on this, if you have questions, if you have input for or against, it is really important that the 290 delegates to the AGM hear from you. Your teacher association president will be there. All the members of your provincial executive will be there, and yes, I will be there too. Please do phone us, send us emails, stop us in conversation in the hallway, let us know what you want, let us know what your concerns are, let us know that you support it, don't support it. Your voice is important. Please do get in touch with us. There is a long lead up before the annual general meeting. Your voice counts. Make sure you talk to one of the delegates and let us know how you feel.
This one goes to the tower, all the way to the tower of the spirals.